Amy and I did an overnight backpack into the Lost Cove Wilderness Study area in North Carolina in mid-October, and we had our best wildlife sighting on the Forest Service Road just before the trailhead when we saw this barred owl sitting up in a tree and watching us. Here's a group photograph at the beginning, me on the left, then Amy, then Cindy, then Kathy, and Bruce. Here's a topo map with our backpacking route in blue on the right on trails 440 and 400, and on the left in red, the Little Lost Cove Cliff Trail.
Okay, I'm getting a video of everybody heading down Huntfish Falls Trail. A tough trail. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. We've got a whole mile to go before Huntfish Falls.
We gotta hunt fish.
We got, yeah. Everybody's got their fish hanging equipment, right?
Yeah, I know. We got our harpoons.
Right. Trail is supposed to be relatively easy. Well, Amy and I are doing an overnight backpack with friends Bruce, Kathy, and Cindy to the Lost Cove Wilderness Study Area. It's not been finally designated as wilderness by Congress, but hopefully will be. And we're going down to Huntfish Falls from the entrance on the south side on the Huntfish Falls Trail, which is very steep but pretty clear. To Huntfish Falls, then we'll camp between there and probably Greg Prong. And tomorrow morning we're getting started around 4 o'clock, very late, because we had a big traffic jam on I-40, 81, and had to stop for lunch, which we hadn't planned on, at the subway in Elizabethton. So tomorrow morning, as I started to say, we will day hike then up to Greg Prong Falls and maybe Middle Prong Falls, and then back to camp and then hike out. That's the plan. Good weather forecast, a little chance of rain, 70s during the day or so, and 50s or so at night. Be careful, the rocks are slick. Well, this is the lower end of the Huntfish Falls Trail, and you can't see it, but you can probably hear it. Right over there, behind the rhododendron and trees, is Huntfish Falls. And here's the upper part of Huntfish Falls. There's my reflection. And the drop-off, like an infinity pool right there, is the falls. And there's a big pool below that. And here is Huntfish Falls. Lots of granite, lots of water. And really precarious trail getting over here that he's negotiating right now. And so by around 6, we make the campsite. Luckily, there's no one here. The big campsite below the falls was occupied by a bunch of Trumpers with Trump signs. Amazing that they drag those out here. But this is the campsite, and great place. And here the rest of our group is coming down. Only negative is the steep access down to the campsite. There's Amy getting down. Good job. Good job. Way to go. And this is it.
Look how clean the water is.
Yeah, it's a great site. You got the pool, you got waterfall, you got the creek, level sites, fire ring. Yep. And by 6:30, Amy's getting water. We've got the tents up, sleeping bags and pads they've still got to do, and great spot with a pool there and a nice little waterfall up there.
Here's a still photograph of the Cascades or waterfall right above the campsite and the pool below.
Pesto pasta. And Cindy, what are you eating?
Black beans and rice.
Black beans, cold black beans and rice.
And corn salsa.
Yeah, right. And they're having Thai curry.
A couple of small Roma tomatoes.
They don't turn red. Wow.
How is the Thai curry?
It's
Okay.
It's just okay. Okay.
we have plenty. Here,
Somebody would like a little bit of this. There's
More of the pasta or
more of the
pesto.
pesto, yeah.
It's around 8 o'clock. Started getting up around or after 7:30. Cool last night, but not cold.
Okay. Somebody hand me a coffee?
She's done the pressing part.
We have
Amy keeps coffee.
Cindy, you get coffee.
It looks like it's drinkable.
Okay, that's enough.
No, I would think.
Well,
Cindy, you better get coffee.
yeah.
Okay, give us a verdict on it, Amy.
Has
Coffee.
yes.
Is it okay?
I know you're waiting, but I can't drink it when it's too hot.
Cindy had brought a French press coffee maker, and the coffee turned out to be very good for everyone that drank coffee.
It's a little after 9:30, and we're heading on up Greg Pong Creek to see Greg Pong Falls and maybe Middle Greg Pong Falls. Beautiful morning. Cool but not cold. And getting down and out of this campsite is tough. Okay, we go on 2/10 of a mile or so, and everybody wait at the creek before we're crossing. First and only crossing today of Bragg Pond Creek. And we're trying to decide where to cross. Last time here, John Dunlap fell right there. What do you think?
Good, Doc. can do it, but I don't think they can do it.
Okay, maybe we ought to go on down then. Okay, we've decided that's too dangerous to cross. So we're going to hike out and maybe do a day hike to the Little or Big Lost Cove cliffs instead and come.
Amy had suggested, since we can't do Great Prong Falls, to do a hike to an overlook so we can see the area from above.
Amy's detouring because of a yellow jacket nest that Bruce and Cindy got stung, I think, right there. You can't really see them probably, but and they've settled down a little because we waited a little while for them to settle down. Once more, we're leaving camp, this time heading out.
Yep.
Here's a group photo which Cindy took just before we left the campsite.
Amy going up Lost Cove Creek, which is here. And you can't see it much, but coming in from the left down there is Great Prong Creek. And together they go on down as Lost Cove Creek. Be much harder to cross on down. Refreshing, huh? It's pretty deep, but not as swift as before on Great Prong.
On the way back, here's the rather sketchy camp of the Trump supporters with their big Trump banner to the right.
And here we are. You can hear the falls. We can't see them, but shortly. Be careful, it's a little wet. Huntfish Falls. In all of its glory. It's a beautiful waterfall and pool below. Huntfish Falls. It is great, isn't it?
It's so beautiful. Say it the name again.
Huntfish. And we're not sure where the name comes from, whether you hunt fish here or hunting and fishing.
Here's a photograph of Amy sitting on the granite rock ledge right below Huntfish Falls.
Well, toward noon, we've completed a very steep, strenuous mile or so from the Huntfish Falls to the parking lot, and are just about out. With a 37-pound pack or so, it was hard going.
We drove a short way to the trailhead for the Lost Cove Cliffs Trail, shown here. It's about 7 or 8 tenths of a mile to the top, and we were surprised along the way to see some really good fall colors shown in these two photographs.
Little Lost Cove cliffs. Really incredible outlook, lookout. Up there's Grandfather Mountain. And of course down there's where we were down. That's Lost Cove Creek there and valley, but we were down off to the right. And all these rocks up here. You could even camp up here. There's water. Need to purify it very good, but there's even water. Quite a place.